For today's cup of coffee, Halloween spooky.
Is it Halloween spooky, or is it just
horror.
normal everyday horror? But because it happened in October, it's Halloween spooky now.
Well, this is why we do Halloween year round, every day. I mean, we ramp it up a little bit during official spooky season, but for us, this is just a lifestyle. This is how we live.
Yeah.
And so there are some things that you can do and undo after Halloween. Most people do that as far as costuming and different things like that. And this year I can't. I have to wait. And we're talking about Halloween horror haircut. And if you've never had a horror haircut, that doesn't mean that you were doing it for theatrical purposes. That just means that you went to somebody that was bad at their trade.
And so why are we talking about this?
Because
Why are we talking about this? You gotta say why.
what happened was, it's like sometimes getting to and from places is a challenge in our area. And as far as there's different reasons we have different challenges. And trying to find a competent hairstylist. Kid is a very competent hairstylist, but he doesn't feel like doing that right at this point, and it's okay.
I was a very competent hairstylist.
And so it's a matter of trying to find one of those walk-in hair salons. And it's one of those you just get fed up to the point you're like, I don't care. I'm going to either get somebody that's sort of semi-trained, or I'm going to do it myself, and I'm going to end up with the damn Betty Page bangs. And at my age, nobody wants to see that. Because I've done it before. Never cut your hair when you're stressed.
Or having a mental breakdown.
Well, it's the same thing.
I mean, that's what happens to the girlies that do their hair in the bathroom at like 3 a.m.
I've done that before.
I think everyone has.
Yeah. And it's
almost
sad.
Everyone who identifies with their hair in some way.
I think it's a form of self-harm.
You do like when something shit is going on, it's just this primal urge to, I need to do something to my hair.
Yes.
This will fix all my problems.
Yes. And it's never a good idea. So
depends on
the lady that we found several weeks ago. Well, actually, there was a lady that cut my hair in because I have an 80s modified mullet. Because when you have extremely curly hair, you're limited.
Yeah.
You're limited. And
unless you want to go back to like full on 80s hair.
Not the hairspray. No, I don't know. I've been there, done that.
They still got that can of hairspray. They got the big cans back.
Oh, yeah. I went through those. But it's like, no, at this point in life, I'm like, no. And so the one lady, I looked at her, and she had a modified mullet, too. And I'm like, you know exactly what kind of hairstyle I want because you've got it. And she was an older lady. Cut my hair very well. Was very pleased. Then there was a young lady a few months after that. And she was wonderful.
Where'd the other lady go?
And then you had the one that was left alone in the corner. That kid has labeled her as a bleached blonde version of Danny DeVito.
Yeah, bleach blonde Danny DeVito.
Yeah. Only Tyler.
And red.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she got a little bit of blood pressure issue going on there.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. And she's
that's
got
nothing
the
to say. Like
roots.
we're not trying to like read her filth as far as her physical appearance because you don't do that.
I mean,
that's not me.
She's an older
but she
lady.
looks like a bleach blonde Danny DeVito.
She honestly does. I mean, that's not. It's just observational.
Yeah.
And so about a month ago, I'm like, I've had it. I can't stand it anymore. And just went in there, and I'm like, help me. I literally went in the door, and I'm like, help me. And so she cut it, and she didn't cut it quite as short, the bangs and stuff like that, as I would have liked, and that's okay.
This time or last time?
Last time. And so the bangs had gotten ridiculous. So went in, and she was the only one there, and Kid's like, I'll get her to cut mine too. And I'm like, okay.
I needed my hair cut.
And she's one of these that there are certain stylists do not get them talking while they're cutting.
But let me tell you something. If someone does not do a consultation with, like, a consultation, and I ask you, hey, do you want to talk during this appointment, or do you want just like a silent appointment where I just ask questions when need be, but other than that, there's no talking, and
Honey.
you just get to relax? This lady, I don't know. When she starts talking, there is no stopping. And she'll full on stop cutting your hair and turn to whoever she's talking to. And she'll do that.
And then she loses her place.
What is supposed to be a 5-minute appointment turns into a 15-minute appointment.
You got to realize that's new.
15 to 20-minute appointment.
That is a today thing about a consultation. Do you want to have a silent appointment? No, she old school. She is old school beautician. That they just, yeah.
Some people just want to relax and have their hair done.
Some people don't like to talk while they're getting their hair cut so they don't get hair in their mouth.
That too. Too.
Some of us have this weirdness when you're sitting there trying to spit hairs everywhere. And it's like, we thought, a kid last night got to looking at his, and it's like, I'm going to have to even up that other side.
I felt it. If I can feel it, something's wrong.
But actually, his looks very nice. I can't complain. Other than that one edge, it's like buying clothing at a discount store. You know something's wrong. There's a seam that's going to rip out somewhere soon. So that's basically what you're getting.
The zipper's going to get jammed.
That's what you're getting. And so I can take the trimmers and just, all it is just evening up that back section.
You got gapped.
I got gapped. Because when I washed mine today, and it was a matter of doing the flat iron on the bangs, and I was going through there, and I'm like, damn, there's nothing there.
And she's one of these. She focuses on one side more than the other.
Yes, she doesn't do left well. She can't turn left. She can't cut left. It's like Zoolander. And so, because I have to have reality checks quite frequently, I'm like, hey kid, come here, look at this. Did she gap me? And he's like, why, yes, she did.
I mean, it ain't that big of a gap, but it's just like
there. It's just missing. It's like, but it's like bang, 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 nothing, bang, bang, bang.
Bang, 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 blank, bang, bang, bang.
It's just like, there's an empty chamber on that one. Yeah, that's what happened. And the reason that I've had worse haircuts.
Like, it's not bad. It's just slightly askew.
And because that we got it cut before the full moon and eclipse, it'll grow quickly. It will. And so that's the reason I'm not panicked about it. Now, the worst one...
No matter what moon, no matter what cycle it's in, my hair ain't growing back any faster than it... It's slowing down, and it's slowing down fast, and it's escaping me.
We're going to get
the
you some
killer
vitamins,
is escaping. Baby. Help me.
We're going to get you some vitamins. We really are.
I need that good wig.
Honestly, the worst, you want the Beetlejuice wig.
Yeah, sure, give me that.
You can get
I'll go out shocking
things right now. The worst that I ever had was that I went and told someone, and it's always a crapshoot anytime that somebody cuts your hair. Always. And it's like, I had told her, I said, leave about 1 inch or 1.5 inches on top. Somehow she thought that I had said 1/2 inch. My God, it looked like a buzzcut. I mean, I had to go buy hats that time. That was horrible. And it took months.
It's when you put your hood up and you're just like, fuck this shit. That is a time for a wig. You get a wig cut in your style, and then you just sit that on the shelf until it's needed.
I literally have had in the past. Of course, I've got to the age where I really don't give a shit on some of it. It's like my coffee mug today is fresh out of Fox. That's it. Kid got that for me because it's like, yes, that's mama.
Yep.
But I have in the past had haircuts where I did come home and cry. Yeah. And that's traumatic because younger people, it's that attachment to and what you determine as self.
Let me tell you, beauty school will knock that shit out of you real fast. It will humble your ass real fast. One of my friends did a blowout on me while I still had long hair. My hair was levitating off my head.
Oh, God.
Like, it was out here. It was levitating. And I'm like, you did a good job, but my hair is levitating. And I snatched that back in a ponytail. And she was like, all that hard work for him just to snatch back in a ponytail. And I'm like, it was levitating 3 feet off my head.
This kid's hair was beautiful. It was shoulder length. And he had it to where it was like, it almost looked like a sun bleached, highlights and stuff in there, and he could do the little ponytail and stuff. It was gorgeous. And he came home from school one day and it was gone. And I cried that day.
I cried. I cried.
Oh. So
And my hair has never been the same since.
No, it hasn't. It's some kind of weirdness. Maybe
Then again,
it's a SAMHSA
that was
thing
during the
going
time.
on.
That was during the time that I realized that I found out that I was balding, and I'm like,
God love it.
shit. Here I am, 19,
Yeah.
fucking balding already. My heart was shattering, and then one day I just looked in the mirror, and I was just like, my hair is like fully almost gone now.
But it's not. It's really
Like, it's
not.
leaving me fast, and I broke down into tears so fast. So I'm getting me a wig this Christmas.
Oh, well, that's fine. You do
For
you
Christmas
do
month,
you.
I'm getting me a wig.
You do you. And that's okay. Personally, for a lot of women, hair is overrated. And the trend with bald men who have beard epicness, it's wondrous.
I ain't one of those people. I ain't one of those people.
And that's okay. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. But I do understand how hurtful, and it was when your kid hurts, you hurt. You would rather hurt than have your kid hurt. Doesn't matter how old the kid is. And it's like my heart just broke for him. But genetics, his father be bald. His grandfather, his maternal grandfather was bald.
And I'll be damned if I'm bald.
Well, it's okay.
I'm getting that 20 grand somehow, and I'm going to be getting a hair transplant.
There's a lot of things that can be done now for men who want hair. There really are. But they've also got those cool ass shavers. What was that one called? It was like a bulldog or something like that.
I have no idea.
And
I don't
that
look good bald.
commercial is amazing.
I did the bald. I don't look good bald.
He's got that little baby face. He's still got that little baby face. And so...
And when I'm bald, I look like egg and serial killer. Serial killer
sort
egg.
of looks like a toe.
Full on toe. I look like a toe. I look like a thumb.
No, it's okay.
Look like a thumb or a big
It's
toe.
okay.
That is sad.
It's all right. It's all right.
Is it though?
It is.
When you got a child that it's like you look like a
does
thumb.
Does not change your heart, how your heart is in the least, and that's something that no bad haircut can touch.
You're right. That's something plastic surgery can touch.
But so when you are donning your Halloween costumes in the next couple of days, say a prayer for us. You too could have had a Beetlejuice haircut. Yeah. It's not that bad. But you look at it and you're like, damn, what happened there?
Get you one of those good wigs from AliExpress. Get it cut in whatever hairstyle that you like. Keep that on a stand if you need it.
Hats. I have a variety of hats. I love hats.
I like hats too.
I do. I love hats.
Beanies don't look right on me anymore.
Beanies, I mean, I love beanies and they're practical and I definitely will wear them when it's cold. But as far as aesthetics, it just, yeah. You look great in a beanie.
I don't know what happened. Like lately I've been looking at myself with a beanie on and I'm like, I don't look.
Yes, you do. You know, you're just really hard on yourself right now for whatever reason. Yeah.
No joke. It's like my beanies have shifted in some way that it's like they don't look right on me anymore.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's just your perception of self has shifted. And be careful of other people's shifting perceptions of self because some of them go in some really dark places.
Yeah.
Talk a second while I clear my throat.
It's going into dark places because we whacked out planetary alignment shit.
Absolutely. This is the reason as far as us humor, us using humor, that's one of our primary coping skills. Mm-hmm. And, it's after a certain point in time, you wear yourself out crying over stupid shit. So why not learn to laugh about it?
Yep.
Laugh about the stuff you can't do anything about.
Yeah.
Even gaps in haircuts, whatever.
I mean, you got to laugh about that because there's no fixing it.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
there's no fixing it until it grows out.
Yeah. Which will probably be in about 2 weeks, bang-wise.
Yeah.
Now, if she had butchered the back of it or something like that, I would have cried.
If she butchered the front.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all right. Because, hats.
Bang. And then, just one complete chunk missing out of the front of the bang. Now, that would have been tragic.
Now, you know that somebody beauty school in one of those magazines, they've done that shit before.
Oh, beauty school. That has happened many a time. Many a time.
And they're sitting there. It's
not with me. I learned how to trim bangs in fucking high school, basically. Or middle school. How are these girls not knowing? They got hair that they have fucked with all their life. How do they not know how to trim their own bangs?
A lot of this stuff is like the Emperor's New Clothes on those beauty magazines and stuff. Those ridiculous hairstyles that nobody nowhere that is a real human would ever wear. It's like those fashion shows.
Unless you are a fashion model, you will not have that haircut.
Ever. And it's like, and people are like, they're sitting there going, oh, this is so wonderful. And it's like, no, that's shit.
Although
you just don't want to be that child in the crowd that's going, the emperor is naked.
Mm-hmm. Although there is an archaeologist that has one of those extreme short bobs that comes about right to here, and it looks good on her.
Mm. If I had not had the haircut, you know what?
Like cheek length bob.
I could have gone as that dude from Ancient Aliens going, aliens. Too late now. But I should have thought of that. I should have just spiked that shit up and went with it. Aliens. Final thoughts on horror haircuts, kid.
Blame aliens.
Absolutely. Maybe the Miss Danny DeVito is alien. I think she's just old and tired. She just does not give a fuck. Maybe I need to give her one of these mugs.
And she's like, fucks. I don't know why other people go to this other stylist rather than me.
Word gets around. Word of mouth advertising. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, in the hair world now, yeah.
If you've had experiences with the paranormal or supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, if you have had horror haircuts, you can send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com, and the email address is there in the description box.
Mm-hmm. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all. Have a good.
Know that you're loved.
Yes.
Whether you has hair or whether you don't has hair, we loves you.
Yes.
Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup. Bye.
Bye.